You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Hi.
Hey, Brownie Boo, how are you?
Good. Been a while since we've been behind
Why
the desk.
does it feel so long?
Well, you were away for a week, and I was away for a week. They were the same week it happened.
Right,
to
like
be.
9 days.
Yeah. You were in Portugal, which many of the listeners probably didn't even know until you were posting there because we didn't really talk about
Well,
it.
I didn't mom post it really, right? I posted one.
You
like
posted
the
like a
penis.
weird what was that? You posted a shadow of something and it looked like a penis, and then the caption, and it was so like
Just weird.
uncalled for. It was like a shadow of a phallic looking thing, and he was like, nothing like waking your wife up to morning sausage or something. It was like,
we're
what?
at breakfast and all of a sudden mom wants sausage. That's pretty funny. It should be
No, it was
creative.
funny. It was just like out of nowhere. It was just like
I was trying to be a little whimsical and different. So I'm like, all right, because I said it totally, and then I was going to just maybe Peroni's question mark,
Peronis.
like the crooked penis disease because it had a little indentation.
That's what Peroni is a beer.
No, Peroni is a crooked
Is a
penis.
type,
I think
is a crooked penis.
it's like when you curve penis. There's a thing you can do. They show
How do you
the
spell it? Peroni, like
Peroni
beer?
disease. Try that.
Peroni
disease.
Oh yeah.
See?
Well, let's see. Peyronis is a disorder in which scar-linked tissue called plaque forms under the skin of the penis.
So it curves a little bit.
Ugh.
It's a commercial, and there's a they show
Should we look at images?
curved.
Oh, whoa!
Karen.
It like full on.
Well, that's excessive.
It like causes a kink in your penis.
So there's medicine.
Oh,
The fuck is that?
that's a surgery for it, Dad. That's
All right, stop. Ow! Whoa! I don't need to say.
my
Whoa! I don't need to say that. No!
I'm gonna have to bleep us saying the P word because in the first couple minutes of a YouTube video, you can't like curse or say bad words because that's the algorithm.
Did I say a bad word?
No, but penis. They don't let us. They don't want to say
Penis a bad word?
No, but it's not friendly for advertisers.
Did not know that. Okay, but it's interesting.
Like, why would you want to? Here comes Bryce for those listening.
Bryce just went to the bathroom.
You gotta
Nice
one.
one.
What's up, queers?
Okay.
How was your poop? Was it good?
Yeah.
That was
Mine
quick.
was a sharp
Did you wash
one.
your
You ever
hands?
get a sharp poop?
No, I did not wash my hands as I rubbed them.
Why
I
did
wash
you
my
run
hands.
here? You're out of breath, or was that from the poop? Was it a strenuous one?
No. I jogged down the stairs. it was getting dark.
So that post, Bryce, Bronson, was just because I thought it'd be. I just tried
Do you
to
remember
be fun.
Dad's penis post in Portugal? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You got one here. You got to get rid of it out there. Manscaped. that.
I'm in this. I feel like it's so tight all
You're
of
in.
a sudden.
I can just go check on the. No, you're in. You're in.
So
Hold on. Let me. double check.
that was just why I did the post. So would have been
Be
better.
funny.
What was that?
It was funny.
I just said I'm having breakfast. Also, mom wants sausage. It was like, or I could, you know, what Peroni's is the curved penis disease.
No, that's a beer.
No, you both said the same thing. With Peroni's is where you have scar tissue and the penis is a curvature. The advertisement.
We just looked up a picture and it's nasty.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, it's not. No.
It literally, there's
No.
a kink in your dick, a kink in your dink.
By the way, you'd be surprised. Many more people have like a
Kink in your
curvature
cock.
than you think.
That's what you meant to say.
Dad just admitted that he has a curved penis.
No, I don't know. I can
But
show you. My penis is beautiful.
Mine curves a little bit up.
Mine doesn't curve up. Mine curves nicely.
But what does that mean?
No, I mean,
Curves
it's
where?
not- No, but my point is,
Mine curves nicely.
no, but my point
Mine is actually really nice. Up is a good curve, if you know what I mean.
My point, what I'm getting at, so that was the purpose of my only post. That was the only post I think I did.
You've
Mom posted
storied
it.
about the pool that you were staying in the resort.
Oh, did I? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Mom,
But no,
does
you
a lot
should
of-
story and
I
post
don't know.
and stuff.
But so Portugal was great. Went for about 8-9 days. We had a great time with good friends of ours. Best time. Really loved it. This is a little shaky, isn't it? Right. And now we're back, and you guys, haven't seen you guys in ages, and you guys came up. It's really nice. But a great trip. Great fucking trip. I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah, I've heard.
Lisbon was okay. One day's plenty there. I'm not a big city guy.
Every capital city of Europe is like that.
I feel like you
You've said that about
also.
every capital city.
I feel like if Bronson and I went to Lisbon, we could easily do 7 days there and love it.
Because we'd go to the
We'd
nightclubs and
yeah,
the
and
bars.
we'd also
and
find
the,
like random.
Yeah, but
things.
if you
and
were
the
there,
stores.
You would like it better.
Right.
Yes, of course.
you would have planned it much better than
Like if we weren't there with you for Reykjavik, you would have been like, 1 day's enough. It's kind of boring. I've
What's
seen
the
it all.
Reykjavik?
In Iceland, the city in
Oh
Iceland.
yeah.
Yeah, you would. I don't think
You would have been
love
like, this city's super boring.
that city rocks.
Yeah.
Reykjavik.
rocks.
I enjoyed it.
More like
Great trip.
Reykjavik.
But I got a lot going on this summer. We're away a lot.
Yeah, you're a big traveler now.
So
You always have been.
You need to plan accordingly. We're gone
For
a
this.
lot.
Yeah. We've made it work.
Yeah.
I was away for a month and we had
Man,
episodes
that
coming
was
out.
a busy couple weeks before.
Yeah, we were doing 4 or 5 episodes a week.
A day.
Yeah.
All right.
Traveling's great, but it's somewhat of a bitch sometimes. When you guys travel, you usually do a week minimum because of like work and really money. When I travel, at most it'll be 3 days, and that's such a pain in the ass because there is a full day and back's a full day, and then you don't really have time there.
Well, that's why I don't go. I go for more than 3 days.
It's hard though.
First of all, those days are pretty much over for you.
Correct. That's why I've been getting it in.
And your days are somewhat coming to an end as well, all these trips, because they become very expensive and it's hard to take time off.
When I travel, it's cheap, cheap. I always stay at a buddy's house.
The time is.
I
what's
never
hard.
traveled when I was younger. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And when you get married and have kids, it's hard. But you'll find ways to do it. You know, there are ways to travel. You don't have to do it so inexpensive, like now the way you guys do with the Airbnb and
Yeah, I didn't spend Japan wasn't too expensive. When I went to Italy last year, dirt cheap, $2,000 for the whole 2 weeks.
you spend a day.
You spend that in yeah, of course.
When I travel, the flight is by far the most expensive. $300.
So that's what the key. When you can get the flight for either
cheap
free
flight?
or a good deal, then it's like,
Oh yeah, and then I crash at my
$300
friends.
cheap.
So sleeping is free. All I'm spending is food and drinks, and for a weekend I'll spend $250.
Right. But then
Which
when
you would spend in Miami anyway.
But then when
Yeah.
you have a couple,
Oh, you
gotta
travel with
go.
your girlfriend, it somehow becomes $30,000.
yeah, I spent like
just get a
$700
car.
in the
Just buy
5
her a
days I was
car.
in LA. It's like, what the fuck am I doing?
okay, imagine going traveling with a fucking family. We were out for lunch and the mall, and what I dropped.
Too much.
Yeah,
Give me a fucking break.
yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it. All right.
I wanted to tell Dad about the plane girl and show him that.
I don't know what he'll think. I think he'll
I'm
just like.
So this week there was a plane that was like about to take off, and
Yeah, I heard. What was that about? I don't know anything about it, but what
so
was
they
it
were
about?
about to take off, and this woman started freaking out. And for some reason, it just got like picked up, and now everyone's talking about it. I'll just play you the video.
Show me the video.
Yeah, here. It's on
Of
my
course,
phone.
it's a woman. Oh, you can't do it on the TV? I mean, on the monitor?
I can, but it's easier on my phone because it's on TikTok.
Okay, you got it.
Let's see.
Let me see.
The
lady on the plane was actually
I want to find the original.
it's the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
The girl from this
So that video, she was freaking out, and she said that person's not a real
so
person.
she has issues.
But that's the thing is like everyone's
What's the TikTokers saying?
what's that person say?
Yeah. Do they know who the girl is?
video has reportedly gone missing.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one can find this girl
So
anymore.
the story is that this girl, they were on a plane, they were about to take off, right? But she just starts freaking out. A lot of people think that she was saying one of two things. There's two theories I've heard. I don't know if you've heard it, and it's
So the theory, but the thing is, since then, everyone's been everyone on Twitter's been like, we got to find this girl. Like, I want to talk to her. And
Somebody said she went missing.
What's going on here? Can you help me out here, Bronny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody on Twitter posted
she
this
is missing.
Let me see.
to that photo.
Let me see.
Would yeah. So here's
I don't understand. What am I missing?
Like-
would means like I would have
Like
sex
I would have sex with her, but it's just like a funny photo of clearly like
Where's the girl in it? It's not.
it's. Never mind. It's
Okay, I don't understand your stuff.
the thing that so everyone you could
First,
at
they can
first write
find
it
her
off.
name. They know what seat she was in, right? The airline.
they won't.
Well,
Did they let her out?
the airline released it.
Did
so,
they let her
so,
out?
So what happened is they had once she said you're all gonna die, they have to stop the plane. So they stopped it, and then
said
they
you're all gonna die on that.
She said you can all die with him, but I'm getting off. And
Oh God.
no, but does she see? Like, here's the thing that I'm found weird about, and everyone finds weird about it. Like, everyone's like, she doesn't seem crazy, right? She's pretty. She's well kept, right? Like, her hair is done nicely. She's wearing nice clothing. And people said before the flight she didn't seem crazy. Like,
Weird.
that's the thing is, and so apparently a guy was sitting next to her. Here, I'll just bring up that video because it got. I mean, and there's no way to know if this is true or not. How would I find that guy?
I gave Bronson the full breakdown on this, and he was like, "I don't believe it."
I know I don't believe it, but it's just weird. How would I find the guy next to her?
I'm Team Lizard King.
Yeah, so the thing is, a lot of people were like, "Oh, maybe it was a lizard person." next to
No.
her.
Somehow it got released that
What's
there
that
was
even mean?
Like,
was
like
this
you know
guy
how like
who was
people
like-
say like Biden's a lizard, like an alien. like a lizard person, and they
But then this
infiltrated our
other
government.
guy released a video being
Bryce,
like,
how would I find that guy's video?
I texted it to you, I think.
Did you?
Go ahead.
This guy released a video being like, I was on the plane with them and I sat in the row behind her and everything was totally fine except she was talking to the guy and for 15 minutes and the guy was just looking at her, just staring her straight into the eyes, wouldn't say anything and she would talk for 15 minutes and they were having a full...
That sounds like any relationship.
So they were saying they were having a full conversation and he would answer her without saying words.
No, he wasn't answering her. She was just talking to him like they were having a conversation, but he was just staring at her.
For
just
15 minutes.
Locked eyes. That's what this guy across the aisle said.
And there's rumors that
And isn't that makes it weird?
He had like weird skin
And he was
his
wearing
a green hoodie and his eyes were slits.
No,
It was just a little Asian guy who didn't speak English.
who wore a green hoodie. That's it, right?
I can't find it, Bryce, in your
Do you
text.
really? But we know it's not an alien on the plane.
No, but now there's a rumor
Well,
that
how do you
she
know?
went missing too.
Right.
That nobody knows where she is.
Everyone on Twitter is like, we got to find this girl to talk to her. And no one can find her. So she's missing. And then also so in the video too, she's going like this with both of her fingers. This was another
Is that
thing.
the runway? She's saying
No, she's
the
doing
exits.
She did this. She had two fingers up and two fingers below, and that's this sign of Satan. In the pictures of like the devil, Satan's sitting there.
Who would ever
two
know
fingers
that?
up, two fingers down, and she does that
Two
in
fingers.
the video.
Really? Does she?
Yeah, look, hold on. So if I do not real person, Satan. Let's see.
I don't know. I think you can make more out of things than need to
It's just something fun to
talk about.
I can't find that, but she in the original, like let's see.
But I am telling you right now.
Let me see.
That back there.
So look, she
is
does it in the
not
beginning.
But I am of it, or they cannot off it. Everyone can either believe
See, look, she's
it
doing
or
two
they
fingers.
No, that's just her doing.
Yeah.
That's just her talking.
Look, this here.
So maybe some of you guys have seen this video by now. And this is the video of a woman who had an apparent meltdown
Seriously, this
out of
guy?
plane during her flight. And she claimed that one of the
But she has two fingers up, two fingers down, and if
I
you
think
do,
that was her talking and just moving the hands. And
yeah,
that's-
Satan fingers.
Well, maybe you're a Satan believer as well.
yeah. I didn't know that was a deal, but I don't think that's anything.
See, look. So if you do like famous pictures of Satan, this is in the Satanic Temple. He has two fingers up, two fingers down.
There's a
First of all,
Satan.
like
Look,
there's
see,
a-
two fingers up, two
like
fingers
there's
down.
a Satan. Give me
Why
a
does
break.
Satan have boobs?
I don't know,
Not even Satan.
but that's like, look, every picture of Satan. Well, not those, but all of these pictures of
Is
of
that where Rock
statue.
On comes from? Satan?
It's devil horns. The devil.
Is that
horns.
where Rock On comes from?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, rock on. But so I just wanted to show you that.
What would you call
and
it?
get your. It's devil horns is what it's called, or long horns.
Every time you do that, you
I know, but I'm trying to get my mic set.
I feel like I sent you some other funny things this week.
Well, yeah, the other thing I wanted. There were.
So-
So what do you think about that?
I think.
Why is she missing?
Well,
She might not be.
What,
Is she
what
might
do
just
you
be mad
think?
embarrassed.
So what do you think happened? Like at first I was like, oh, she's just a crazy person, but she doesn't seem crazy.
they never do, Ronnie. They never do. Bitches change, man. Bitches change. I think she just had a fucking an episode, some psychotic type episode. Who knows? She's on medicine or was off of medicine.
That's probably
I
what it
think-
is. Or she
Who-
took Ambien to
I think
pass
she
out
took
and then-
Xanax.
She took
and
something.
drank a couple too many.
I just think
glasses of wine.
she.
Yeah.
So everybody had to get off the plane.
for 4 hours
That's
while they swept the plane. Carrot Top
that's
was
why
on the
she-
plane too.
That's
Are you
why,
serious?
That's why
Maybe she saw Carrot Top. She was
and
like,
said,
look at this.
he's
person.
not real. He's not real. He's not real. By the way, that's why she's missing.
You know, Carrot Top went to FAU.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why she's missing. They
Why?
killed her.
Who killed her? The lizard person killed her.
No, the people
Oh,
waiting
the
4
people on the
hours.
plane. But then she got back on the plane and did the flight. She was like went on the flight after. Apparently.
How do you know that?
And they moved
That's
her
what
to
they
a
say.
window. This whole thing was just so she could get a window seat.
I want extra legroom.
Another thing you wanted to talk about is the Garth Brooks thing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
What's
so
that?
say it.
That's a Garth one. So
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
That was,
So-
that was the quickest bathroom thing he ever did.
He pooped in 3 seconds.
That was crazy.
He said it would take.
yeah, I said
it
I
would
was
take
like,
2
I'm just
minutes.
gonna,
Did you do a
just gonna
wipe?
squeeze one out. No,
Squeeze one out.
you know the ghost wipe theory, right? I think I talked about that on
Yeah.
this.
You know how sometimes you poop and you wipe and nothing ever. There's no
Right.
But
And
then,
then-
sometimes you poop and it's never ending wipe. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
is
you
the
gotta
whole
shower
roll
for
of
12
toilet
days.
paper.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, why is there never ending poop?
Yeah.
So there's this theory called the ghost wipe theory because
my God,
a
this world is
ghost
over.
a ghost wipe is when you take a giant dump and then you wipe and you're like
clean.
What the hell?
Right.
This
Good
doesn't
fiber.
make sense. So the ghost wipe theory is that, you know how they say there's one person out there for every, like there's a woman out there for every man,
A soulmate.
the soulmate. You also have a poop mate who's just God assigned you a random person at birth, and
Can you sit back a little, Bryce, please, so that you're in line with us?
your
focus.
your poop mate, when you have a
Sit in the
ghost
chair
wipe,
like I am.
it's so, dude, this like thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He
It
has,
sucks.
No,
I'm also
he has-
so much bigger than this.
He has
I have
literally
6 inches.
Yeah, no, he has no room because of this. You're completely open.
I know, but I'm then the wall, and the desk goes away.
That's why I try and lean, but
Yeah, that's
So-
a problem.
So ghost wipe.
Ghost wipe. When
We should have moved this back.
it's fine. No, it's fine. Just leave it. Can I lean?
No,
though? Do
because
you
then you're
care?
like out of focus.
Move it back. Move it back. Sorry, people.
They're not real people, anyways.
Yeah, you're not a real person.
Narp. Popping a
Coming
ball
towards me.
with this.
Sorry.
Oh, this is the world's most room. Are you sure you're still in frame?
Yes.
We have to because he's in the
Oh,
safe spot.
is this how you guys do all your podcasts?
Sit like I am, Bryce. Sit so we can. Yeah. Okay. Good. Perfect.
That is huge, though. Just kidding.
Okay. So a poop.
Give me my watch back.
So,
Nice watch, Bryce.
thanks. So when you take a giant dump and,
I understand the concept. I know exactly what you're talking about.
but when you go and there's no wipe, they're
The other
having one of those unlimited wipes.
Yeah, they're having.
They're
your
taking
wipe.
your wipe. And then when you have those unlimited wipes,
You're wiping
they're
their
having
wipe.
a ghost wipe. I'm amazing with the button guesses.
Okay. So no reaction
All
to
right.
it.
No, it's no reaction. I don't give that much
Bet
thought
you
to
the
it.
next time you poop, you think about that.
He's gonna be like.
Trust me.
He's gonna be like, ooh, ching chong
Ve-
in China is gonna be
Very
wiping those.
rarely,
Christ.
very rarely do I ever get a ghost wipe.
By the way, since I since I haven't been eating a lot of grain, mostly ghost wipes. Mostly.
Well, you don't know. You have so much hair. There's probably all that hair. You don't even know.
Ew.
And like he probably like I'm like that was from 3 weeks ago. Good.
They've all become
Are you
pickleberry.
occasionally looking at Bronson's
Look at
butthole? Every 3 weeks.
Daddy goes every 3 weeks. I look up there. Is that from 3 weeks ago?
That was you talking about yourself.
Oh.
My God. Idiots.
So let me explain this Garth Brooks
Garth
thing.
Brooks, go ahead.
You know who Garth Brooks is?
Yes.
By the way, you know he's the most
Listened to country
successful
artist.
singer of all time, not just country.
Good for him. Is he married to Faith Hill?
At least as of 10 years ago or something. He was the
Really?
most not critically, financially successful artist of all time.
Holy shit.
Is he married to Faith Hill?
I don't know. Let's see. Garth Brooks. He's married to Trisha Yearwood, who was also a famous country singer. Let's see if we can find. Let's see. Popular, particularly in the U.S. with success on the country music and album charts. Brooks is the only artist in music history to have released 9 albums that were certified diamond, surpassing the Beatles' former record of 6.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
He has won several awards in his career. Here, the RIAA awarded him best-selling solo album artist of the century in the United States.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's how big he is.
What's his net worth?
Gotta be $1 billion, right? If Taylor Swift's worth $1 billion, he's gotta be worth $1 billion.
Garth Brooks' net worth. I mean, these are always incorrect, but both this site says 400 mil, this site says 430 mil. This site says 400 mil. Yeah, so
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead,
so
Bryce.
so basically, Garth Brooks goes on these huge tours around America.
He was the first artist to do like arenas. Before
Really?
that, like people didn't.
He's been
Yeah,
touring
he
for
was
like
an
30
arena-
years, right?
Yeah, since the early 90s. Yeah.
So he goes on these huge tours across America. Coincidentally, most of the cities that he visits, cities and towns that he visits, there happens to be a murder in that city on the night that Garth Brooks plays there.
Someone compared his tour schedule throughout history with murders throughout history, and they found that there
murders that all follow the same
right.
like,
So like a
pattern.
there was a serial killer.
Okay, do you think just murders happen all the time, and you can say that about any?
No. But there's
artist
a
kind of
different.
concert?
There's a difference between like a murder and a serial killer murder, right? That has
Follows the same
pattern, right?
And they're specifically on the dates of Garth Brooks concerts in those towns. And Garth Brooks has like some stuff in his songs, and he's supposed to be a weird guy. So that's the first part.
How do you know this?
Because
someone compared it. Someone was like, "Look, this is his tour schedule."
somebody
That
went.
person has way too much time.
Somebody
Look,
went
these
through
are
this.
murders.
Now you know.
I'm worried about that person that did that.
No, so you know Tom Segura.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if we
Wait,
can
I'm
find.
worried about that person that did that. Like, what would possess somebody to do that? They should look into that person as a murderer.
Sometimes you just find
No,
these-
they should look into that person as the serial killer. Seriously.
So let's see. I mean, these are all fact check. I want to see if we can find out like the tour schedule. This says, if you're ever taking a look at Garth Brooks' social media accounts, odds are that you've noticed a particularly odd content in his comment section.
Where's
People
the
keep
bodies?
asking him where the bodies are. So like if you go on his Instagram, every time he posts, all the comments are, where are the bodies? What'd you do with those people?
You think it's him?
No, everyone is like, you're a serial killer now. So everyone's asking him. Everyone.
They think Garth Brooks is a serial
is the
Yeah.
killer. That's the thing. Is that
That's the
everyone
theory.
says Garth Brooks is the actual murderer.
Oh, come on.
So let's see. It says the whole situation seems to have began when Garth announced his 2018 stadium tour, which he did through a video that many mocked at the time. Then YMH Studios, a popular, so that's Tom Segura,
Is he a werewolf, you think, when he gets good?
a werewolf.
Meaning that he goes out before his
Like every time he's on
like
tour,
to
he
get
like
the
goes on a
kill.
hill.
Yeah.
Here, let's just watch. This is Tom Segura's
Okay,
video.
you know Tom Segura, right? The famous comedian.
No, if I saw him, I would know.
You would love him. He's so funny.
You've definitely seen him.
Can you play this if it's not on Patreon?
Yeah. I can play a clip of it. It's not a big deal. Yeah. One sec.
It's a shit looking studio.
It's much better now, but yeah.
With Garth Brooks the last few weeks, months really.
You like him?
He's all right. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I know of him.
Yeah.
Is he still like really big, or is it all about?
What a shit studio.
Way there, bro.
Oh yeah, here he is. Tom.
Jesus.
That was him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Burping?
Did you interact with him?
Yeah.
He has a lot of followers?
Tom Segura, one of the biggest
comedians
podcasts
in the world.
Why is that, Bronson, not us? Seriously.
Well, Tom Segura is 1,000 times funnier than you guys. Dad, he sells out
Let's see if
arenas.
this is
Yeah, I
more
could sell
weird.
an arena.
This also isn't even talking like this isn't talking
What is
about
this
anything.
about?
Yeah, this isn't really talking about anything. I just wanted to find.
Wait, so basically Tom Segura went onto his podcast and started talking about how he found this thing that somebody showed him where Garth Brooks' stuff matches up with these murders. After that, it exploded. Everyone thinks he's now the serial killer. Where's the bodies? Garth Brooks will never comment on it.
He hasn't addressed it in years.
If you're not the murderer, you're like,
But why
okay,
comment on it? Why?
Because
why,
if you're
people are
every
showing up
comment.
to his concerts.
no, but why do that
Hold
rabbit
on.
hole?
Listen, it gets worse.
Because at least make a joke about it. You
So
know?
people are showing up to his concerts with giant signs that say, "Where's the bodies?"
Okay.
Now, Tom Segura thinks it's kind of like a joke, right? He's equal level with like Louis C.K. comedian.
Okay.
Right? So he's on his podcast joking around about it. Garth Brooks on every social media platform has blocked Tom Segura. And Tom Segura openly...
That's weird.
yeah,
right? That's
Like,
weird.
why? Who cares about
Right.
it?
Because maybe he's the murderer.
because maybe
So-
Tom Segura is blowing his cover.
So Tom Segura was like, dude, I love your music. I'm a comedian. I'm
Just
joking
talking
around.
about
yeah, and
right,
if it's
get
not
alive.
if it's not actual, then just be like, "Oh, Tom Segura, what you doing? Trying to get me in jail?" Like, just say that.
So
You know, he could be. You never know. These guys get so wealthy, the narcissists, that they might say, I'm just going to show how powerful I am, I'm just going to fucking kill somebody in every concert.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what he's arguing.
You never know.
Is he saying like
You never
it's,
know.
it's the next progression in power?
Right. Like someone says, I'm going to buy a 300-foot yacht or winery. I'm going to kill somebody so I can do it and get
no,
away
like
with it.
a greatest hunter or whatever it's called, where they like put the poor people on the island and they just like hunt them.
Interesting
Most
movie. We
Dangerous
saw that.
Game.
Most Dangerous
That
Game.
was an interesting movie.
So
Yeah.
so that's where it started. Now they run in similar circles, right? They're both world famous entertainers. So now one of Tom Segura's friends is friends with Garth. Tom's friend, who's friends with Garth, told Tom.
Tom's friend, his friends.
They're-
Garth.
Okay,
They have a mutual friend.
Let's call him
Yeah.
Jim. Jim's a mutual friend. Jim told Tom Segura that he one time was like, "Oh, you know my buddy Tom? Do you know my buddy Tom?"
to Garth.
To Garth.
We should have had Bryce tell the story.
Sorry, I'm all
Oh
over this.
my god, we lost every listen. But if you, this is the time you can go to the bathroom, guys.
This guy basically says, "My buddy Tom has said this funny joke about you being a serial killer," and he was like, "I hate your friend," basically. And then he said that anytime somebody talks to Garth about Tom Segura, Garth will pull up a video of Tom Segura trying to dunk a basketball and slipping and falling, going, "You trust this guy? This is the guy you believe?"
Right? Isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
Like, he's a murderer.
yeah, he's clearly a serial killer.
Can I see that video
Of Tom
Tom
slipping?
Dunk?
It's the
Reminds me
funniest
of
video
Bronny
ever.
with the hummus.
Dad. The hummus.
What?
He means AJ's birthday video.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? That's not.
It's such a funny video. But Garth goes,
what's this? This is Tom.
This is the guy you trust?
This is a video of Garth Brooks on Tom Segura's.
Let's go have some fun and let's get physical playing music. I like that thought.
He's so
This is Tom Segura's podcast.
Huh?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
It's just a preview.
Pull up the video
It
of
is a
Tom
little weird
slipping.
that Garth Brooks would. That's bizarre.
If somebody was saying Bryce Bloom's a murderer, I'd be like, I'm not, but that is
Or
funny.
I'd be like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Like, where did this come from? But to ignore it, it's like, oh, you're a murderer.
And it's been going on 5 years now.
Maybe his publicist says don't comment on it.
Then fire her. That's a terrible publicist.
And that it's literally 5 years of it, and it's been getting bigger and bigger
but it
and
still
bigger.
sells out, right? That's great. 1 minute. Watching a video of him playing basketball. Yeah.
And Bert,
Wow. 1 minute.
you know, Bert was there.
Yeah.
And Bert goes like, I still remember him going, "You okay, buddy?" Right? And I'm sitting there with my arm facing the other way, behind my back. He goes, "Buddy," and I was like, "Call 911."
I guess it's good that it got caught on camera, though. It would
Is
have been
that a
such a
sidekick?
waste.
No, this is a different podcast.
Oh, look at his arm!
Oh!
Wait, but I didn't see him in his arm. How'd that
Dad,
happen?
his arm snapped in half.
Ready for surgery. The surgery is going to happen in like a day or two, right? But I'm in a regular, like my own room. This trauma surgeon comes in.
Jesus.
And he's like, so wait, like, how did this happen? And I'm telling him, and he's like, okay. And I can see that he's like putting it together in his head. And then I go, you know, I have it on video. And he goes, I'm sorry, what? And I go, I have it on video from multiple angles. And he's like,
Look, wait,
why?
rewatch this angle. Look at his
It
arm.
wasn't filmed.
He hit his arm on the back, and then it came over. But by the way, look at
My
this.
best friends paid me to
The
spend
fuck
the
is
night.
that?
This says my,
What the fuck is
this is it says the next post. My best friend paid me to spend the night with her husband. I switched places with my best friend in her husband's bed to earn extra money. The hell is this?
I think it's
With her husband. When Luke fell asleep, I took Sandy's place as she went out partying.
What is this voiceover?
I waited for dawn, hoping Luke
It's like
wouldn't
Russian.
find me, because I was trying to provide for my 2 children. Usually,
I think it's just like
You gotta play this out.
an AI thing.
he slept soundly, but that night he woke up.
It's an animation.
Sweetie, are you awake? I'm having trouble sleeping.
I mumbled something incoherent, afraid he would
Coherent.
recognize my voice. Suddenly, Luke pulled me closer to him. I froze
The
as
hell?
I realized he wanted intimacy. Amount
intimacy.
of money would be enough for me to do that. So I pretended I needed the bathroom. And stayed there for about an hour, hoping Luke would fall asleep.
I have no idea how long this is.
1 minute.
I got lucky that night. Sandy returned home in the morning as usual.
How much longer? You don't
I
know?
can't tell.
I hope at least an hour.
I wanted to leave before Luke woke up, but she held me back and enthusiastically told me about her affairs.
She's a whore.
Lori, you're missing a lot by not going to parties.
Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Oh,
this.
look how long it is.
Oh, I lost it. I hope I can find that.
Oh.
I hope I can find it back.
Long.
How do you find it?
The
know.
myth
How will you find
I have no idea how I'm gonna find that. I might not be able to find them.
Oh,
People
my
might
God.
just have to listen to it. It was a Facebook ad.
It was an ad.
Yeah, that was like an ad for something.
I think those are
They do-
these weird video games.
Yeah,
It's like
they're
tell,
always for video
tell
games.
everyone he's gay or sleep with his dad.
Yeah, it's
and then you
weird.
get to choose
It's just like,
what they
it's like
are.
Russian or Chinese bots, like AIs that just like make these videos.
You guys, this is a world I don't even know about. This is the most bizarre.
Laurie, yes, you are missing out. Go to
He
party.
wanted intimacy.
He pulled me close.
Wait, is this Borat? Wow, weird shit.
Yeah, very weird.
The Garth Brooks thing is very interesting.
It's just kind of a funny thing. It's,
It is bizarre.
I think Tom really said it as a joke, and then it got taken more seriously because Garth did not take it as a joke.
yeah, and now I'm on team Garth is a serial killer.
Hell yeah. People will go
It's
to
great that
concerts.
serial killers still
So the
exist.
facts of the deaths at the same time,
That's
similar
what
pattern.
they say.
How do we
The
find the
pers-
original video?
The person that took the time is the serial killer.
There may be a serial killer, and they're following Garth Brooks' tour
I
to
thought
pin
that.
it on him.
Yes, no,
Genius.
I'm telling you right now, that's the serial because No one would ever say, "Let me think about this."
Well, they probably just noticed a pattern.
You know, it's a great
Notice
one.
a pattern?
You know what the 3, 2, 1
The web-
caves.
Oh, the cave's a good one too.
Do you know the cave pattern?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
so-
terrifying. Wait, can I say mine first?
Terrifying.
Because
I like
this is a
this
full conversation we're about to have.
Okay.
After we have your conversation, we should show Dad that
Do you hear me
website.
scratch my head in your mics?
No.
I hear it in my mic perfect.
It's on your head.
And my headphones. Yeah.
I think you hear it in your brain, Dad.
Yeah, it's on my head. Yeah. That's what I meant.
You know that
Motherfucker.
website that shows graphs of random correlations?
No.
It'll be like Mayo sales compared with
yes.
all like Chinese government downfalls.
Okay, that's
and
those
they'll
are
match.
those are
Dad,
serial killers.
They match directly.
Nah,
No, well, that's correlation, not causation. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who is important for me, apparently, with Dad saying that I have to trim my balls all the
I
time.
don't ever say that. That's not true.
No, you're always like, oh, you gotta get this front of your back.
So I manscaped before I went to
I
Portugal. It was
manscaped
great.
on Friday night.
Yeah, the back of your neck needs cleaning up.
It's hard for me to manscape the back
Have
of
your
my
brother
neck
do it.
myself.
You guys live
No,
together.
your girlfriend's moving here soon enough. Okay.
No, but I love the Manscaped. And I did my ears again when I got back.
With
my
the weed
nose.
whacker. Yeah, so it's
No,
Manscaped's
I love
great, and now we're going to the the dead of summer. It's even more important than ever. We were at the beach yesterday, Bryce and I, and if I hadn't manscaped my chest and my taint specifically, the swamp ass and the heat would have been 10 times it is. So it's literally like heat control.
They also have that magical little ball guy.
The
smooth
the
thing?
ultra smooth
Yeah.
package.
Literally the softest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Is it good? I got to use that.
You got to
Dad,
save
you
it for
love it. What do you mean? The little blade.
Oh, the blade's the best.
That's
fucking
what we're
thing.
talking
I talk
about.
deodorant. The blade's a killer.
You think you're gonna cut your balls off, and it somehow only gets hair.
Yeah. So that's
Nice.
the ultra smooth package, which is
And
great.
That blade's a great blade.
Check out
Great
the
blade.
Lawnmower 4.0, which is the trimmer. My favorite product for the summer is the ball deodorant, the crop preserver.
Stuff works wonders.
It's
Does
great.
it really?
Yeah.
Can you get me one?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you get me
Seriously.
one?
Yes.
I sometimes I'll just sneak into your bathroom and use it.
No, it's a lotion. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
a
a big deal.
lotion.
Oh, it's a lotion.
It's a lotion. You put it under. You put it there. I put it right after I shower, and then I let
Does
it
it
dry.
dry?
You have to shake the
I let
towel.
it dry a little bit
You
first.
have to shake
and
the
then not
towel
only
a
does it
little.
smell good, but it prevents your balls from sweating and chafing.
So will it prevent your ass from sweating? Because I'm
Probably if
going
you
to
put
put on
it
my
in the
ass
ass.
crack.
Yeah.
Can you get me that?
Yes.
And can you get me any more blades?
Sure. So you guys
Not
can
blade
get
blades. I mean
the replacement blades.
for the.
Yes.
That lotion's a must purchase.
So you guys can purchase these things as
My
well.
ass, I was in Portugal. My ass was sweating like a motherfucker. So was Eddie. Eddie, you saw the stain in the back of the fucking shorts.
That's a tough with beige shorts.
Yeah.
No, we were
so
brutal,
you guys
man.
Can,
It was
you
so
guys
hot.
can get all that stuff to at manscaped.com. Use the code
the
DaddyIssues20
best shit.
at checkout, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping. So once again, it's manscaped.com. Use the code DaddyIssues20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
Go get it right now. Right now.
Of course, but you can go through and be like, how
the
did
website?
I think it's constipation.
I don't know what it's called.
Nah.
No, type in
No,
random
guys.
correlation graph
Yeah.
website.
Random
Guys, come on, guys.
correlation.
No, they're not the same.
Ron, is that tripod leg okay? It looks like
Yeah.
it's on
No,
an
it's fine
angle.
because
Okay.
I'm spurious correlations. Okay, so this,
Yeah, this is it.
U.S. spending on science, space, and technology correlates pretty much exactly with suicides by hanging, strangulation, and suffocation.
Guys,
Look,
so, I know,
but Dad,
how
that's
do you
an
know it's even
exact-
true. It's just a fucking
this
graph.
is-
Look
Yeah.
how crazy that
Number
graph
of
is. Let me
people who
match.
drowned by falling into a pool correlates with films that Nicolas Cage appeared in. Why is there a spike there? Why is there a down the next year? Why is it growing the next year?
Like, it's crazy.
Where do you get these stats from, too, by the way?
I don't know.
Probably, I mean,
They probably have sources.
stats get released.
Here, look, sources. This says data sources. U.S. Well, the Nicolas Cage one is data sources, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and then IMDb.
Yeah, those are both real sources.
Look, this is per capita cheese consumption correlates with number of people who died by becoming tangled in their bed sheets.
And look how
Okay, by the way.
that's why I love this website.
Let's talk about can we talk about tangling your bed sheets? Forget an infant.
Wait, people die by
No,
becoming tangled in their
forget
bed
an infant.
sheets.
If you're 6 and over.
It's got to be only kids, right?
No.
Where does that come from? It comes
I have
from
a question.
it comes from CDC. Comes from CDC.
Okay, I have a question for you.
How are they?
Don't
even,
you think survival of the fittest at that point?
But like,
no,
why
you
did
should-
it? Why did it grow? 2005, 2006, 2007, exactly the same.
I don't know.
More sheets out there?
That's why this website's
Look
so
at this
crazy.
one. Divorce rates in Maine correlates with per capita consumption of margarine.
Okay, you need a life.
But
they're
look at that. It's the exact graph.
I'm happy it's going down.
Yeah.
Well, that's
What's
just
going on
Maine.
in Maine? Yeah, what's going on with that?
Weather's
People are
getting
getting
better.
happier. People
Yeah.
are happier in Maine, and people are eating less margarine. That's
That's
good.
what it
Margarine's
is.
really bad for you.
Look, this is Age of
People
Miss America.
die. Adults. Can you?
Whoa, Dad. Okay, this one is.
What the
Wait,
hell?
by the way, there's no way that this one is a coincidence because they're perfectly.
And it's all over the place.
So this is Age of Miss America correlates with murders by steam, hot vapors, and hot objects. Murders with steam. How do you kill someone with steam or hot objects?
Can we go back
They're like
to tell the
running through
average?
pipe places
Can you
and you're
tell
like-
the age of people that die because of strangling with the sheets?
You want to find out that
Find
source?
that. See, how crazy is this website?
Okay.
Mine was pretty good.
That you
Mayo
can get caught
sales.
Up, you can get caught up with that, like those
Yeah, look.
terriers that go after the rats.
Yeah.
You keep watching.
Oh,
Keep,
yeah, it's a
you
nice
go on the
video.
dark web.
I always
Dying
send those to you.
love
in
that.
bed
Yeah.
sheets.
the hicks of the bed.
Here, look.
Yeah.
This is.
I didn't know the age of people.
Can you die from being tangled in bed sheets?
Yes.
It's so hard. This is a whole article on dying in your bed sheet. You suffocate. Maybe like you're asleep and you get tangled up and you die.
Maybe like it. You know how sometimes the bed sheets have them under? Oh, what if it's
can't
really?
fight?
What
Come
if
on.
it's really old people and they have somebody who makes their bed
time to go.
and they can't get out
Then
because
it's
they're
time
not
for-
strong
time
enough?
for them to go.
Yeah.
They lived a long life. Their life is done. Tell me
Here,
about.
look at this. Wait.
Things
all
more
these
dangerous
ads.
than what?
This says things more dangerous than nuclear power. Bed sheets.
Love the
Apparently, according to the CDC, accidental suffocation and strangulation in bed, it's infant, cause 855 infant deaths.
Okay, that I'd say.
Now I feel bad.
The
I
data
just made fun
doesn't
of this.
specifically state what causes strangulation or suffocation, but the common things cited are bed sheets, pillows, or crib bars. Even if you survive infanthood, bed sheets can still injure you up to 10 years of age.
Jesus.
And then it says also elderly people could be subject to suffocating via sheets and blankets.
That's why by the infant child you don't put anything in an infant, like teddy bears, things like that.
Okay, so the thing that's so
That's
scary.
about caves. It's
That's
scary.
so scary. Okay,
No,
so
a child, it's the scariest thing happening.
So I'm going to show you. I'm going to look up a map.
This is terrifying.
I'm going to show you a map of the cave system in America, right? Just showing caves, and then I'm going to show you a map of people gone missing
in national
America.
parks.
No, just America.
I think
and
you
they
showed us
coordinate perfectly.
There's people living in the caves killing them.
Yeah,
but they
100%.
all
they
these people
all,
live like those
like
they're
like mole
nightwalkers.
people.
No, what
Mole
are they
people or
called?
something.
Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers.
What was the movie that they called they in the caves, the monsters in the caves?
The Descent.
The Descent.
Those are skinwalkers. That's what it is. So, and all of this happens to be overlap directly with the national park system in America.
Yeah. And there are a lot of national park ranger reports, that they'll be like, you do not want to be outside in the national park at night. And you're like, what? And they'll be like, we can't talk about what we've seen at night.
Oh,
in
show
national
me
park.
some of those videos.
They'll literally,
Dad,
people will say that.
Google the Appalachia Trail. That's that actually
But
makes
that's
me
probably
want
like Inbred, like Whitaker type.
Yeah,
people.
that's what skinwalkers are. They're like
No, Skinwalker is a Native American myth of. Speaking of Native Americans, we got to talk about this. But there's a thing that we'll talk about. It's crazy. There's a Native American myth of like a Skinwalker is like a demon that can is a
But it's like
shapeshifter.
human form,
What
yeah.
can shapeshift? Wait, what did I want to bring up? So
The cave system.
Something.
Cave system
Missing.
disappearances.
Dad, they say like if you see a pair of shoes in the Appalachia Trail, run, because they say that skinwalkers will they'll eat you and leave your shoes there as a sign that that's where they were hunting or something.
Okay, so
It's
this says
crazy.
the top map shows mysterious cases of people vanishing without a trace, and the bottom map shows America's largest cave systems. It's exact. Look at that one and that one in Texas. Look at that pocket and that pocket. This whole line and that whole line. Right there and there. Look, that one lines up perfectly. That one around Denver lines up perfectly there and there. That cluster and that cluster line up perfectly.
So what are the police doing about it?
Nothing. There's a whole documentary on it. A whole documentary.
I've seen that documentary before. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's called Missing 411.
They never found them.
Let me see. Missing.
Oh, I thought it was a TV show.
Yeah, here, look, Missing 411, a documentary that chronicles the similar disappearances of children in the wilds of North America across multiple decades. It's like a thing. And now you could explain it as, of course, more people are going to go missing around caves because like caves are dangerous. So
Okay,
you
that's
fall
a valid
in.
point.
But like the fact that it's not like it's
direct
all
correlation.
missing cases happen to be around caves. Like
But that's
even
where the
weird.
cave. That's not all missing. It's just where these are missing people by caves.
No. This is just a map of missing cases in America. That's all it is. And then this is a map of caves in America.
Google
Let me
Google
look.
skinwalker videos, dude.
Wait, let me do.
It's terrifying. Appalachian Trail shit.
Wait, I'd wanted to do.
Get rid of the cookies.
Native American.
No, National Park. Hold on, it's fine. That's not
No, that
National
bothers me.
Park Ranger. What would I
testimonies?
Scary stories. What would I look up to find this?
Remember that scary story Dad used to tell us on like Father's Club trips and stuff when we would go
Still a good
camping?
one. Yeah.
Where he would.
You did it.
The woman would take off her scarf and then her head would fall on the ground. Remember that?
Yeah.
Jenny or something.
What would I do?
Come in.
National
To
Park
the voice.
disappearances.
How can I help you? Well, I was driving in my car. Do you have a phone? Yes.
That's creepy.
That's just like a ring. I noticed the ring on you. Yes. I used to have a ring just like that.
Wow, that is bringing back some memories.
Right? Scary.
Oh my God.
And do you know what happened? Do you know who took the ring? Yes, I do.
All right.
What was
stop.
the punchline?
Who did it?
It was you.
You did it.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Whoa.
Right.
What was that thing we used to do? Native Club?
Indian Chiefs?
No, it was called
what was
Indian Guides?
Indian Guides.
Indian Guides? Was that what it was?
Can you do that now? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that, speaking of Native American, you got to hear this. This is actually a great story. It's hilarious.
Okay, Bronson. Bryce gonna be scared tonight.
100%. Sleeping with the TV on.
So Ben and Jerry's
I saw this.
On July 4th released like a post. I'll just send you
Fuck
the post.
Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, so this is great.
By the way, though, by far best ice cream. By far.
Yeah, you can buy it at the store 100%.
Yes. It's a full ice cream sundae in a cup.
So they
Why don't we
tweeted.
talk about something? Okay,
They tweeted this. They tweeted. It says. It's a
here we
picture.
go,
It's
yeah.
a picture that says a black hand holding up a sign that says "This is stolen land." They posted this on July 4th, and then it says the United States was founded on stolen indigenous land. This 4th of July, let's commit to returning it. And then it says this 4th of July, it's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and commit to returning it. Okay, so they posted that on July 4th.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
So, isn't everybody's land taken by force or whatever?
Of course.
It is? Every land.
And also, like, Native American people weren't created here. They came here at one point.
Right.
Like, they came here at one point.
I'm just saying, when do we stop going back? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course.
every land.
Yeah, talk
Every
a
land.
little more.
Okay.
So they posted that on July 4th, and then this weekend.
I hope their sales went
So
down.
no, this says an indigenous tribe descended from the Native American nation that originally controlled the state in Vermont, where Ben and Jerry's is headquartered, publicly called for stolen land to be returned to them by Ben and Jerry's. So they're calling their bluff. Ben and Jerry's said it's time you return this
and their
land.
headquarters in Vermont.
Right.
So let's say, give it back to us.
Yeah,
That's what the Native Americans
Fucking well played.
So Ben and Jerry's, who their headquarters in Vermont, said it's high time we return this stolen land. And the tribe that lives in Vermont said, okay, yep, we want it returned. Give it back to us.
How great is it? And
So it says
Ben
here,
and Jerry
Don-
says, no, speak English.
They haven't. So it says Don Stevens, chief of the Nulhegan band of the Coosac Nation, one of 4 descended from the Abanki that are recognized in Vermont, told Newsweek, quote, it was always interested in reclaiming the stewardship of our land, but the company has yet to approach them. It comes out to the ice cream company was questioned as to when it would give up its Burlington, Vermont headquarters, which sits on a vast swath of U.S. territory that once was under the control of the Abanki people.
Fucking great.
So
What was
is
the
that
name of the tribe? The Coosac?
Yeah,
It says Coosac Abanki Nation.
There's a very good joke somewhere in there. I can't figure out what it
There's
is.
plenty of
but-
jokes.
Pricey.
So how great is that? They literally said,
Wow.
So this tribe, the chief of the tribe was like, yeah, give it back to us. We want it.
That's awesome.
I don't think Ben and Jerry's, let's see if Ben.
I feel like they didn't release a statement.
They must have, right?
They have the same publicist as Garth Brooks.
Times of Israel. Ben and Jerry sees boycott call after July 4th appeal to return sole indigenous land. Noam fires back. I want to see if there was any. Ben and Jerry's under fire for bold tweet attacking 4th of July. Like, isn't that so offensive to tweet that on July 4th?
No,
the Independence Day of our country to be like, our country's stolen land.
I hope no one buys their ice cream.
Sorry.
Chunky one.
Sorry.
Well, we make our own ice cream with the Ninja Cream, you know.
I will definitely be buying.
So they haven't.
I'll be buying BJ's more often.
They haven't gone after this. They haven't
from the
replied
the Yusuk tribe. That's the joke.
Yusuk. Yeah.
Great call them out on it though.
Yeah,
And
it just shows
awesome.
the hypocrisy because like Ben and Jerry's, they need to. We'll call you out, Ben and Jerry's. You need to give up your factory. Give it up. The whole factory, the whole thing. Give it to. You're on their land.
They're full
or
of
you have to
shit.
pay half of your proceeds to them as a rent.
They're full of shit.
Yeah,
and enough
like
with giving back to land. I mean, come on, you got to stop.
They also get reparations. They're the only people that get reparations. I'm super.
But they also
pro, yeah, but that's a different thing. I'm super.
They also
pro,
have the highest rates of alcoholism.
Yeah, it's
drug abuse and
I'm
suicide.
super pro Native American, like all that's the Native American like culture and all that is very interesting and cool. And
yeah,
I'm here for them to continue getting the reparations. Don't care about that.
Yeah.
It's already built into the system.
Right, exactly.
It's already built into the system.
It's been for 200
They pay
years.
no taxes.
Cool with it.
Yeah,
Right,
and they also get money.
Billions.
They get money from the
They're
government.
very happy. Billions.
Yes.
Some tribes, yes. Some tribes are fucked.
Yeah, because they have bad leadership.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm not for.
Like everybody else.
Giving
like
all the
some
land back
families are
and
fucked,
giving
their
them
parents suck and
reparations.
vice versa.
Sorry, you go.
No, I'm done.
What you guys were both talking on
Go ahead,
over each
Bryce.
other.
I was just saying, I feel like they do get enough. You can't reverse history. Now, you can't go back.
There's nothing wrong with history, good and bad. Right? History says you learn from it.
Right.
Also, the majority of Native American deaths were not murder. Not saying it justifies what happened. The majority of Native American deaths were disease that we accidentally brought over.
No, but Bryce, everywhere we go.
Well,
there's
no, a lot of it
murder.
was purposeful.
Listen, there's
They know.
murder, death, destruction, intentional acts, whatever it is. That's just the way the world's been.
Every single country in the
That's just the
world
world. It
is
goes on today.
quote unquote stolen land.
Right.
Every country.
Yeah.
And it
Every
still goes
country has
on
had
today, bad
wars for control of their countries.
And things still go on today that even if it's not physical violence, there's other ways you can commit crimes, whatever. It's just the world we live in. You just got to try to improve and better yourself and better the environment you live in. And it's never going to be like the whole boohoo, whatever.
Well, and also objectively, once Europeans came to this continent, that wasn't America at that time. Once Europeans came to the North American continent, it for thousands and thousands of years, it was nothing. Right? I mean, there were people living here, there were animals living here, but there was no civilization or anything.
Yeah, but they'll argue that that's the way that they always wanted it.
Yeah, but now we have air conditioning. Now we have cars.
Right.
Now we
Now
have
they have
electricity.
the fucking
They'll say
now
casinos.
we have cities.
Yeah,
They have a
they'll
Hard
say
Rock
that they
casino.
would have gotten
Hard
there
Rock.
and they wouldn't have had. And then they're going to be like, oh, so 36% of our people had to die so you could be cold inside your house?
No, because they're making
But also now,
billions.
but now also you can
Just
be
joking,
cold in your
just
house.
Billions they're making.
But also apparently
good
now we're learning
management.
that there were like full on cities and civilizations and stuff here. For
Yeah,
a
but
while.
not in America.
Yeah.
In
South America and
in
North
South
America, too.
America.
No, dude, there are all these. That's
Sorry.
fine. There are all these like sites that they're uncovering in the West of like full on like cities.
That's cool.
From thousands and thousands of years ago, like tens of thousands of years ago.
I
Which is
hate
super cool.
the whole reparations thing. Someone just move on and better you. And
We got reparations.
I understand, but we've
Our
given
ancestors.
it. We've given it. When did, I'm saying
No, I'm
we
talking
don't-
about like
I
like
get, we've
our-
given the Indians. I'm not saying anything against them.
Yeah.
My point is, you can't give it. But how do you go back? It's like same. You just can't go back.
Yeah. Have you seen this is a total pivot, but I'm curious to see, have you seen the Jonah Hill stuff that's going on like on Twitter? Have you seen any? So this literally happened like yesterday or 2 days ago. He's been getting like all this backlash.
Oh God.
But then it's been weird because both people, so all it is that him and his girlfriend broke up. He has a kid with this girlfriend. It's like,
Who is
they
she?
were
Just a
serious.
rando?
She's like a famous surfer. She's like a professional surfer.
She hot?
Cute. Let's see.
Yeah, she's cute. Jonah Hill girlfriend.
It's such a shame that he's so annoying now because back in the day he
I
was
know which
so
one he is. Which one is
funny.
he?
This is him and his girlfriend. She's
That's
like a,
Jonah Hill.
yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Sarah Brady is her name.
Jonah
Yeah,
Hill?
this is them.
Oh, look at him. He looks gross.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. He was so funny.
He's
he had
so
his
lib
whole
now.
He's so what?
Lib. Like crazy.
Yeah, all right. So what were you saying, Barney?
So
Okay.
so they broke up. And then she now
gross.
has.
He's
so
gross
they've been
looking.
together for like a decade, and they have a kid together. And then now they've broken up, and she like released texts from him, and now she's claiming like he was like abusive to her emotionally and verbally and stuff.
Of course.
So
but
it's like
yeah.
now
Good-
that you're
now,
broken,
good enough
right.
to stay with him all those
right,
10
and like
years.
have a kid and all
yeah,
that stuff.
of course.
But then so she's
Where are people that like just be a human being?
She
You know what I'm
sent
saying?
a
It didn't work out.
screenshot
Like
of a text of theirs, and she like put it on her Instagram, and then
so he got in a fight with his girlfriend. That's
Oh,
unusual.
it's not even a fight. It's the weirdest thing because everyone. It shows you how
pathetic people are.
Well, it shows you how how much things have changed in relationships because this was posted and every woman on Twitter and Instagram was like, this is so manipulative. And I'll read you the text. Literally, I'll read it to you, okay? Because when I saw it at first, I was like, what's the big deal?
By the way, know the backstory.
No, but let me.
But neither do the people saying.
Let's take
100%.
a terrible backstory. You're with someone 10 years. You're gonna have terrible fights,
of course.
That's what it is. You're gonna have terrible fights.
But so it's just interesting to see how like women nowadays think men should act, and like because
he didn't hit her.
No, it's all that is. It was this one text, and not everyone, but a lot of women were like, "You like this is so bad. This is why men are toxic."
These are the girls that have putting their vag.
Okay, I'm going to read you this.
Also, it's so interesting. Really quick before you read, don't air that out. You have a kid with him. Don't air that out to the public. Figure it out with him,
of course,
with your family.
Because your kid's gonna be 20 and say my mom was an asshole,
and see that, or my dad was an asshole. Either way, whatever the case is, it doesn't look good for your kid.
Okay, you ready for this? And this is from 2021.
He should ignore
so
and not
years
respond.
ago.
I hope okay.
I'll just read it to you. It says, plain and simple, if you need, and then it's a list of things with bullet points: surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men. If you need to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, and then have friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, then I am not the right partner for you. If these things,
I agree so far completely.
If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnership. My boundaries with you, based on the way these actions have hurt our trust. That's what she was sharing.
By the way, I like him better.
So wait,
he was saying this is what he said,
right? If you go out and claim emotional abuse, you're the one. If you're going to share one thing, you're going to try to find the worst thing, right, to share. This is what she shared as emotional abuse, and all the women online were like, "Wow, men are so manipulative."
People, boys.
But when I read that, I was like, that's kind of healthy, no?
I like him.
Yeah,
that's well said and very nice.
And shouldn't you? But I guess a lot of people are saying she was a surfer and a model, and he's saying she's saying you can't do these.
That's
things.
not what he's saying in there.
That's
not what he's saying in there.
I disagree with the women who are saying you go, girl, do you whatever like that. I hate that stupid shit. But I understand the aspect of like if you're a girl who's a model and an actress.
That's no price. That's not what he's saying.
Like I've been in relationships where girlfriends have posted like. Not risque photos and underwear and stuff, but like they'll post a photo and I'm like, why do you have the need to post that photo for everybody? It's a little too much, in my opinion.
Same.
And then they're like, well, why are you trying to hold me back? That stuff does make me happy. And that's always made me happy. But then
what he said, he's like, look, if you want to do that,
for me.
He's like, these are the boundaries.
Right, these are my boundaries.
I don't want the girl that I'm with posting sexy pictures. So if you're going to post sexy pictures, I'm not going to be with you.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying anything's wrong with that.
But a lot of girls would be like, that's misogynistic.
No, it's controlling.
Then fuck you. No,
it's controlling.
Then you know what? Then fuck you.
I agree.
Fuck that girl.
If you're going into your girlfriend's phone and deleting her pictures of Instagram that are sexual without telling her, that's controlling.
Yeah, obviously.
But if you're saying, look, I don't like this. If you do, then I don't think we're compatible. That's not controlling.
If you walked around showing your fucking penis and your balls, a woman would not be happy with it. No, I'm serious. So when they're showing
a girlfriend would not be happy with you posting sexy pictures of you and get like thirst trap pictures.
I think she would think that's the funniest thing in the world. If I was
if you were actually getting
By the way,
response.
His was very healthy, setting forth his boundaries.
But isn't that? I thought it was so weird that like so many people, and then now a lot of people are backlashing. Like we're saying, like what the fuck? Like Candace Owen says there are literally nothing wrong with Jonah Hill's text messages and what he wants in a partner, but there's plenty wrong with women in society today. Basic respect for your partner is now being labeled as misogynistic.
Correct. I agree. It's perfectly well
said. And
said.
She said women say there are no good. Oh, I just lost it.
But isn't it correct, Bronson? I mean, that's well said.
Yeah. So what's this person say? This person said, a lot of discussion about Jonah Hill's text to his girlfriend, but don't skip over where he says he doesn't want her hanging out with her friends from before she met him. Lots of abusive partners try to cut their victim. So he said friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something. Right. So he's saying you can be or something respectful.
But just to go on a Friday night with the girls that are single and partiers.
Yeah, right. Your wild friends. He's like, I don't want you with your wild friends.
Those girls are partying. Why? You like as a parent, you want your kids hanging out with people who are doing drugs? No.
Even like my girlfriend has some wild friends, and I'm like, why do you hang out with them anymore? You're not wild.
Yeah, but what if she's like, because those are my friends from childhood and I love them.
Okay, but
But if they're problematic,
nothing good comes out of it. Trust me.
I agree, but then you're like,
it's not controlling. It's
okay,
boundaries.
for example,
What if you would do? What if it was reversed?
Right. If I was hanging out with guys who were like doing a bunch of drugs, getting
Like
with
wanted to
hookers,
go-
Right. What about? And what if
she would be like, no.
What if
Of
you were
course.
hanging out with all single friends and you're going to bars
At strip clubs
Now wait, if
and all
she
this
said
shit.
to you, you know what your normal answer would be? There's two ways you could say it. You could say, if it's important to you, I love you, I won't do it. Or we say, you know what, I appreciate it, but this is what I still want to do. Then I feel you're not into the girl that much. You don't respect
And then the
it.
girl
laid
is
it out,
totally
and-
valid to be like, then I don't want to be with you. And then, okay, we're
That's
not
what he said.
That's what a relationship's about. You either work it out or you
he
don't.
laid it out and he said, here's what I'm
Here's
not
what I
happy
require.
about. Here's what I'm not happy about that you do. If you want to continue doing that, he even said, I fully respect your decision and I'm happy for you.
He said,
Listen,
that I'm
but
not the
that's
right
what
partner.
I
mean,
want
yeah.
home cooked meals in my house. Does that make me chauvinistic, pig?
No, and it's like you
That's
need to
what I
find the
want.
woman that will do that,
and I want that.
wants that.
I want that.
And if you don't, and if you're dating someone and she doesn't want to do that, then she's not right for you.
I want a woman that puts the kids first over their job. If you got a problem with it, then you ain't my fucking woman.
This woman just tweeted, Allie Drummond. She said, saw the rest of the Jonah Hill text. My only opinion is that y'all need to stop dating liberal women and be shocked when they don't transform into a traditional woman who suddenly understands modesty and follows male leadership. She's saying Jonah Hill wants to date all these liberal women, but then when he's saying you can't do the things that I don't want you to do, you can't be confused that they're not going to do that.
Fair enough. That's
totally,
a valid point.
Of course.
But he did nothing wrong.
No.
Listen,
but
that's
it's
his choice. He wants to date liberal women and say this is not what I want in a
No, but
relationship.
what I found interesting is not that he did nothing wrong. It's that women think that he did things wrong.
Fuck the women. They're fucking. And by the way, all the women that think he did something wrong, every one of them are single.
This guy said,
Am I right, Bryce?
This guy said,
Bryce, they're all 38 and wonder why they can't meet a guy. They all want to be married. Let me, listen, I said this 2 years ago when we started this podcast. They all want fucking relationships. They all want to be married. But yet, because they're not, they buy fucking 12 cats. Okay, and they post on Instagram to make them feel better. Every one of them go home alone. Every one of them go home. If you broke down their fucking hard shell, exterior shell that's all a facade, they all want to go home with a guy and watch TV on a couch and have him be held by a man. They want the man to protect them. They want the man to do for them. They want the man to treat him like a princess. And they want to be there. And they all want love and relationship. And every one of them would drop their girlfriends if the man took them home and said, you be my girlfriend. Every one of them.
But I agree with you. But that's the thing that's why, you know how I'm always talking about how Taylor Swift fans are like low-key ruining our world, Bronson?
Yeah.
Part of the reason is because I said she can do no wrong, right? Taylor Swift's fans somehow don't see the correlation between every single Taylor Swift album having to do with guys treating her poorly. These relationships.
Wait, what?
Listen, Taylor Swift, all of her songs are about how these guys she
what
dates
the
treat her
songs are.
poorly.
Yeah.
And then how she's been in 15 relationships
And,
since I've been a kid.
she's 35 and single.
How do you not?
and has 7 homes and they're all empty.
And she's only one song she's made has acknowledged that maybe
it's her
she has some responsibility in it. And now all of her ex-boyfriends, none of them have ever hit her. None of them, and they're like,
nope.
Jake Gyllenhaal gaslit her. He was 15 years older. Yeah, sure, maybe, but also
She wanted
not
to be
only
with
is she allowing this, she's also profiting billions off of this stuff.
Yeah.
But not only did she allow this, but now you have all these people who are like having these unrealistic standards of like, well, I'm the girl because Taylor said I am.
Right.
Everything 100% will be your fault.
I totally agree
They're all
with you.
miserable.
So that's why I
These
hate
are
them.
I found.
So
women.
who gives a fuck?
I love
They
Taylor
fucked up.
Swift. She makes amazing music. She's a successful businesswoman.
But these girls are.
It's the fans.
Listen. Every girl wants a relationship. I don't care who the fuck you are, period.
So
everybody wants.
Wait,
a
these,
relationship.
these are women who were talking because I wanted to find like what the women were saying. This says I'm absolutely here for this. The girl spilled the tea as she. This is from Dire Steaks.
Dire Straits?
Steaks. It's kind of a good name. Girl spilled the tea as she is so damn right. These texts resonate with every millennial woman in America. We have all received these texts from a boyfriend, and we have all warned our loved ones after receiving these texts. This shit is so common, and I love that she's talking about it. Our society has a real problem of insecure men. Mix that with learned misogyny and low self-worth, you get yourself an average asshole loser boyfriend who you can't take out anywhere because they will ultimately kill the vibe and embarrass you. But seriously, bravo to Sarah. That took guts to post and is one of the most relatable moments I've seen in a long time. Jesus what was wrong with him?
Can you look up this douchebag?
No, it's just an account. This is another one from Powans. It is a special type of abuse that seems specific to our generation. Like our moms were straight up controlled by men because, quote, it's a woman's role. Whereas men in our generation deep down want all the same patriarchal benefits their dads benefited from that they feel entitled to, but they also feel like they want modern progressive ally men, so they manipulate us with therapy, jargon, and gaslighting. I agree with her 100% in that.
That
modern men say, I'm a feminist, I want my woman to be equal, but then they actually deep down want the woman to cook them meals. They actually don't want their woman working.
Let me correct you.
Modern liberal men. No, but I agree with that. Modern liberal men say you should work, honey, but then actually they're like, wait, I want my wife to raise my children. I don't want to work.
Every man wants the same thing. I don't care who the fuck you are. Break it down.
Right, so I'm agreeing with this woman.
Every fucking man wants their fucking woman to take care of them. They want their sex, and they want to feel like a king in their home.
Men mostly want traditional... Even liberal men deep down, they'll say, I want a modern progressive woman, but they deep down want a traditional woman.
Who's going to take care of their kids?
Yeah,
They're not saying
that's the main
you
thing.
cannot work.
Right.
Like in the 50s, it seemed like it came off as like you're not allowed to work.
Men want a woman to take care of the family. They want sex and they want to be treated well. And
respected.
And that's when they're treated well. And the men will give them everything else. And everything the man wants doesn't cost a dime. Everything the woman fucking needs costs a dime.
But that's what this chick is saying, but she's saying it in a negative way. I'm saying I agree with that.
And
modern liberal men are cucks when it comes to that.
And let me know, chick, how when you're 45 and you fucking can't meet a guy, you don't have a relationship, you don't have a fucking kid, let me know how it works out for you.
But where do they think this insecurity comes from? Do you think men are just born
No,
with
it's the women doing it.
The insecurity comes from... Sure, like if I've had attractive girlfriends
in
the
insecurity.
past.
I think it's not insecurity.
No, but
it's the women projecting it.
The insecurity goes both ways. You don't want your girlfriend to post these super risque photos online because
that's not insecurity.
Hold on.
That's not. It has to do with insecurity.
Well, what's your? I guess I'll question it to you. Why would you
I'm
not
with
want
a mom and she's either my girlfriend, fiance, or wife? I need her posing. That's body. That's our thing. That's intimate for us. I don't need to share the whole fucking world to see my wife's body.
But what if she says, well, it makes me happy?
But
then you have deeper issues.
Right, but then it's like, I don't want to be with a person that needs to show their boobs to get validation.
Validation from strangers?
I agree with you. I don't want to be with someone who's like
jerking off to the fucking world to see? No, it's offensive.
Yeah.
It's fucking offensive.
Right. I don't want, and it just, like, if someone wants to do
I'm in
that,
agreement.
And then you're
OnlyFans,
and then, wait, right, and then
that's
you're
a step up.
Then you're
Super different.
Listen,
Yeah.
no,
But
no,
same core
no, the
idea.
OnlyFans are better because they're getting paid. The other ones are dumb.
True.
Listen,
it's just soul instant gratification.
No, it's a narcissistic fuck
I'm
when you
proud
post.
of my muscles.
It's insecure.
I'm not
It's an
posting my
insecure
muscles.
narcissist. When you need
And I'm
validation.
turned off by that.
I agree.
If
I
my
am too.
woman needs to post everything that, but I don't need a man seeing my wife's fucking
And so
belly.
a lot of people too were using the excuse of when he met her, she was a surfer. She was
Okay, but that's okay.
She was a surfer. She was a model. So he's having her change her life, and it's like you should change
You
with your partner as you
grow.
grow. She's now a mom. He should If
you
she's
grow.
now the wife of the mother of your child, you can be like, hey, maybe chill out a little bit.
Don't we know people?
When I was 24, I was very different than when I'm now that I'm
Correct.
27. Like, you should
Bronny,
grow up. You should
Bronny,
be allowed to change.
We have married couples
Especially
our age.
when you have a kid.
Listen, we have married
Especially
couples
when-
our age that are partying, still doing drugs and doing this thing. I'm like, grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're going every weekend doing drugs and getting drunk?
Yeah.
You're in your 50s? By the way, there's things called stages in life, and if you haven't matured, and Jonah Hill has matured, then you're not meant to. He said that I wish you well, do what you need to do. He doesn't say, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. He said, we are just not meant to because I want something different. And I respect them. Boundaries are very important in life. If you don't fit with someone's boundaries and you're not willing to make compromises, then you're not meant to be together. Just
agree.
like with friends. I don't need those friends. If you don't fit my lifestyle, then what's the point?
Yeah. I also think that
fucking women are damaging themselves. They really are. They damaging themselves. I'm telling you.
This also deals with the Kiki. Did you hear the Kiki Palmer drama too?
it's the exact same.
It's the same thing.
It's the
This
exact
week
same
also,
thing.
Kiki Palmer, who's she was a Disney Channel actress. You've seen her. She was in Nope. I don't know if you saw that. She's an actress. She's a black actress.
But she's super
she's my
empowerment.
age.
She's super empowerment.
She's been dating this guy for a while, and they have a baby
Yeah,
together.
they're married. It's her husband.
No, it's not her husband. It's a boyfriend. But they have a kid together.
She's a very good actress, actually.
You've definitely seen her.
Let me see.
So this is her and her husband. She's in a lot of things. You've seen her.
Oh, I've seen her. Yeah. Okay.
So she posted a picture. She posted a picture like this of her, and he commented on it, or he tweeted just randomly or something. Her boyfriend, but it's her baby daddy too.
But I also don't think he should have tweeted that.
He
Again, that
tweeted,
stays
he
between the two of you.
Here, I'll just find out here. Kiki Palmer. I want to find the comment. Oh, what the fuck are all these ads?
The women are fucking it up for themselves.
Basically,
They're
he
fucking
commented, he tweeted, he was like, I don't want the mother of my, he should have said this to her, of course, but he was like, I don't want the mother of my child posting sexy pictures for all the internet to see. And everyone was like, fuck you.
Okay, let me step back. But by the way,
he should have done that to her privately.
let me just say this for a second. Maybe, just hear me out for a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe this has been going on for quite some time, and she was completely ignoring it, and he just said, "I'm like."
Still wrong though. Yeah. Still, it should never be aired to the public.
She aired her body to the public.
But here's my only. But also, like my only
the
point
fact
on
that everyone was against him for saying he doesn't want the mother of his child publicly being slutty a little bit.
So it's inappropriate for a man to exploit a woman's sexuality, but it's okay for a woman to exploit herself.
Well,
for money?
Right, but that's what modern liberal progressive women would say. Yes,
let me know how it works out for them.
The only thing I'll give Keke Palmer, she is.
Oh, here's what it is.
She is an actress and model. She's in the limelight, so it's a little different than the average person doing it because
it's still his woman.
Needs, of course, but she needs to maintain fame. She needs all these things. She is a model, so it's a little different. For her.
So here's exactly
and
what it
that
is.
photo's nothing insane.
It says he retweeted this video of Keke Palmer with Usher, right? So that we can watch the video.
Usher.
Let's just watch the video. The video, honestly, the outfit's not that bad.
No.
She's hugging Usher.
I don't know if you're in love with that person. I wouldn't want.
They're all up on each other.
I want my
He's
girlfriend
serenading her. And this is at a club. This isn't like
a concert
on a red carpet for a movie, you know?
But this is also what happens when you're dating an actress and a model.
She looks like a stripper. Oh, look at her. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's this video, and he
but
tweeted.
If that was your girlfriend or your wife, you'd be upset about it?
He retweeted it, and he said, it's the outfit, though. You're a mom. That's what he said.
He shouldn't have done that.
Don't know if I disagree with you, Bryce.
He shouldn't have tweeted
and then he followed up with it.
Get mad at her.
He tweeted this yesterday. He
said, liked and retweeted.
Oh, no, I didn't. It just shows. He tweeted, he said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And then he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case.
100%.
I respect that. I'm sorry.
It's his family.
And here's the best part.
100%.
I agree.
Giving him so much shit.
Fuck those people.
Yeah, I
Who
agree.
gives a shit what those fucking people think?
Yeah.
Seriously. Don't you think it's about time we... Listen, Bronson.
That's a great response.
Have I always said I don't give a fuck what people think? More people need to say, fuck you, I don't care. It's my family. You think I give a shit what you think?
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
For some reason,
and let's do a folly advice because we ain't gone.
For some reason, it's wrong and uncomfortable in today's society to say, hey, as a man or a woman, hey, listen, really as a man though, hey, this is what I want in my wife. These are my requirements in a wife. The woman can say the same thing. If they're unrealistic, great. That's what you're going to get, and it's going to be harder to find. But if that's what you want,
it their choice?
Is what
If
both sides, 100%.
If somebody wants to become what do they call a furry or identify with whatever they want, and we would say it's their fucking choice, why is it they're okay? But if a man says, here's what I want in a woman, they're like, you're a fucking pig.
Why am I wrong to say that I want a mom who's going to watch my kids when they're 3 years old?
That's what you want.
Why am I wrong?
There are women out there that will want that too.
Is any different saying I want a girl with huge boobs and who's a stripper?
Right. If you want specific things, you can go right.
It's also not
people
wrong.
Do what they want.
It's not wrong for the wife to say, I want a husband who's going to provide for the family.
Correct.
A lot of women, by the way,
that's not wrong at all.
How I said a lot of men, most men, even modern liberal progressive feminist men, how secretly deep down they may say they don't want, but they want a traditional wife. Those same progressive modern women
want to be taken care of.
Deep down also secretly just want to be traditional.
They want to be held. They want to be loved. They want to feel secure. They want to be taken care of.
They don't want to be the breadwinner of the family.
Correct.
They don't want the pressure of having to. That's right. Of that, they want to be taken care of and spend time with their children.
Right.
Raise their children.
But if they don't let that fucking bullshit guard down, they're all gonna be single.
This goes back
single,
to
lonely,
exactly,
fucking freezing their fucking
eggs.
There's
nothing wrong with wanting. By the way, those traditional gender roles have literally been in place for 10,000 years.
So was slavery. They'll say all these things.
Yeah, but slavery stopped for
they're saying
stopped
they
for
want
hundreds
to
and hundreds of
years.
But they're trying to stop in 3 years.
Guys,
it's not
this
going to work.
goes back to exactly what we were talking about at breakfast.
And slavery is naturally human, by the way.
These parents are now paying for all of their daughter's expenses. So they're saying, I want to work. I don't need to I don't need somebody to support me. You know why? Because your dad supports you.
Right. So I have a friend, I'm not going to mention name because you know who they are. So their daughter is in their early 20s and the parents are good parents and they take care of the daughter and the daughter's a liberal. And I said, it's easy to say when your parents bought you a fucking condo and they support you in everything you do. You're a tough guy.
If I
Real
make,
tough, let me
say
tell
I make
you.
$100,000 a year and I get to pocket the $100,000 because I don't have to pay rent, I don't have to pay any expenses, I could live the greatest lifestyle in the world.
They're all, and I said something right
And it's setting up for failure.
I said something to
100%.
the girl's 2 years younger, I think Bryce's age or a year younger. I said, it's real fucking easy. And I gave her some shit. And the parents will laugh and say, it's easy. You go shopping, they buy you what you want. They're buying you the fucking condo. Also, you couldn't wipe your ass without your fucking
And then
parents.
it sets up her future husband for failure.
No,
Utter failure.
100%.
Yeah.
And by the way, she all they want to do is meet somebody. It's all full of shit.
They're just being the hard exterior because they're masking the insecurity of
Why
oh my
they
god,
can't-
I'm a shit person now.
Why I
and
can't meet a
men
guy.
don't like me, so I have to be tough.
Correct.
and boss
Correct.
bitch and all that.
Is it
shit.
any different when the person who was a geek in high school who was an introvert now say, well, I didn't get attention, but if I say I identify as this, I get attention, you can't make fun of me. Yeah. It's every which way for fucking people to not recognize their own flaws and their own problems, but to say, you got to make me feel better about myself. Remember, the fat people, no, if you're fat and you're okay, great. If you're fat and you're not okay with it, fine, you change, but I don't need to make you feel better about yourself.
I think it goes into that thing of like, you look at the extremes of both the left and the right. Who are the extremes of both the left and the right? On the right, they're the people who like are incels, who don't work and don't do this. On the left, it's the people who have everything supported for them. They don't have jobs. They have enough time and everything else to care about these random things.
Of course.
The average person works, has kids, has to care about, they don't give a shit about these
They
things.
have regular stress in life.
Yeah.
But the difference is, a 50-year-old man can date a 30-year-old girl. A 50-year-old woman ain't dating a 30-year-old guy. So they better fucking plan, like I said 2 years ago, demand your fucking 401k. You better plan for your fucking future. All these women want the same thing. All these men want the same thing. It's not complicated. You fucking people make it complicated. And the more complicated you make, I guarantee you'll be alone. All right? Let's do a follow advice. That was a follow advice, but let's do one.
Yeah, that was
That was an interesting one.
Yeah, I was reading
They're
all this
fucking
discourse
idiots.
on the Jonah Hill stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is so crazy to like get into the minds of all these women.
And Jonah could be liberal in his views.
Nah, Jonah's a cuck too.
He is, but
he's
we're
allowed-
just talking about this.
But
Yeah,
he's
this
allowed-
specific he handled
He's
great.
allowed to be how he wants to be.
Yeah,
True.
It doesn't affect me.
the fact that that's what they're considering, and she literally tweeted that picture, and she was like, "Look at the abuse." Like if I
Yeah,
saw
that's the one.
I saw a tweet,
Not a black guy in the face, right?
I saw a tweet from one
What
guy.
else would a black guy be?
I saw a tweet that was that said like if what they're considering those texts as abuse, I should be arrested for crimes against humanity. Like someone literally said.
Well, that's
that.
because he beats the shit out of his girlfriend.
But it's like, are you serious? If that's
No, but
abuse,
seriously, I mean,
if that's
come on.
abuse, then dad is Hitler. You know, it's like that's.
Wow. Go
Daddy,
ahead.
Daddy Duke.
Good.
Get it?
Yeah.
What?
The white supremacist?
White premise.
White supremacist. David
Story
Duke.
of Dad's
Go
life. White premise.
ahead. Go ahead.
Dad's favorite stories. White premise. Dad's favorite places to go. White premises.
Nice. What that is? White supremacist.
Oh, he's not saying anything. Garth Brooks murder.
Yep. Publicist.
Okay, this is kind of an easy one.
I need some advice.
We've
Go
answered
ahead.
this question many times before, but we'll just do it again. This one said they want to be anonymous. Just looking for some advice on the best way to make new friends. Currently 20.
Wait, before you read it, thank you for this.
Today, Junior.
Guy or girl?
Wow.
'Cause that changes the
Girl.
situation.
Wow.
Girl.
Go ahead, continue.
Currently 22 and have just graduated from college, and I'm about. They said uni and then in parentheses college, so they're probably British or something, right? Or Australian. And I'm about to
Canadian.
start my first full-time job. I've been living with friends in London. Oh, there you go. While studying, but will be moving back home with mum to save money. It says
MUM?
mum. Yeah.
Sick.
Home is a small rural town, and I haven't kept in contact with many of my high school friends. Most of my uni friends are also moving home across the country, so we will rarely get to see each other because we will no longer be living in the same country, let alone city. I love them all dearly, but as they are all in serious long-term relationships, I find that most of the time they have plans with their partners, and so I spend a lot of my time on my own already. And that's before we all are going our separate ways. I guess I'm just asking for any advice on making new friends in your early 20s as someone who is shy, because as much as I love my existing friends and I know we will be friends for life, I'm worried I'm going to end up spending a lot of my time outside of work alone. I have good advice for this because it literally happened this week.
Yeah, it is good advice.
Okay, so one of our friends, we have
no idea what you're talking about.
but you will. One of our friends
But you will.
We had a big, one of our friends is a DJ, and so he was like, he had an opening. Also, shout out Boz. He's probably listening. Because he followed the podcast the other day.
Great set. Killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Everyone go follow at Boz Beats, B-O-Z.
Is that it?
On Instagram.
And Soulless Records?
Soulless Sounds.
Soulless Sounds. S-O-L-I-S.
Those are our buddies. So if you can give them a follow, they're like trying to make it big.
He played his first show and it actually slapped.
He played his first show in Miami. He's trying to become a DJ. Played his first show but they rented out a bar and had him play, and it was great. So we brought all our friends.
B-O-Z Beats.
Yeah. So we had all our friends there, and one of our friends, who's a girl, came and she showed up with this other girl that we had never met. She was like, "Hey everyone, this is Rachel. She just moved here." And we're like, "Oh, hey Rachel." I thought they were old friends. I thought she like moved there, whatever. So we were like, "Oh, hey, whatever." And then she was hanging out with us for the rest of the night. Our whole friend group, this girl was hanging out with us for the rest of the night. Then the next night, we all went to a Florida Marlins game, the baseball team,
Miami Marlins,
the Miami Marlins, and our friend got Rachel a ticket, and so she came. I drove Ariana, who's our friend, and Rachel. I drove them to the game, and I was like, I almost hit myself again. I was like, that's so funny. You guys live in the same building. Like, did you choose this building because you knew Ariana? And she was like, oh no, I met Ariana 3 days ago. And I was like, oh really? And she said,
but your group's a very very welcoming group.
Yeah, but she literally said that they were both in the elevator of their building.
Nice.
And this girl, Rachel, just struck up a conversation with our friend Ariana and was like, oh my God, can we be friends? I just moved here.
They grew up in the Northeast together.
Right? She was like, I just moved here from New York, and Ariana's from New York too. She was like, I just moved here. I don't know anyone. Can we be friends?
So what happened with you and Tony?
Yeah. And so Ariana was like,
met on a
Bagel Bites. Yeah, Bagel Bites.
Locks, gloves. So, and Ariana basically just said to the girl, she was like, sure, you should come to this party that we're having tomorrow.
How nice is that?
And then literally the girl came to the Marlins game with us.
How nice is that?
And so it's like,
nice
that's
girl?
all.
Yeah, she seems nice.
And so Ariana we met because she literally knew our friend. She's
a little one, Ariana?
Yeah.
She's a nice personality.
She met our friend Sarah because they have the same dog, and she saw Sarah on a walk in Miami, and she went up. She said, "That's such a cute dog," and that's how we know Ariana.
So
it's
basically, how to speak up.
You literally just have to put yourself out there, out of your comfort zone. If you see someone,
elevators are a great spot to do it.
Yeah,
great spot.
If you see someone that you think you could be friends with at a bar, at a restaurant, in the elevator, just literally say, "Hi, I just moved here. You seem friendly. What's your name?"
Can I say one thing?
Just do it.
I think the most important thing is did she say she's moving to a new city or no?
No, back home, she said.
She moved back home.
To London or wherever?
No, I've been living with friends in London, but we'll be moving back home with mom.
Okay.
In a small rural town.
So two things, small rural town's hard to find friends.
Hard.
Two things I do want to say really quick. One is when you do meet somebody, even if they thought you were the coolest, funniest, nicest person in the world, they will not text you first. You're joining their friend group. You have to reach out to them.
Good point.
And that guy Brandon.
That's
and another
you
one.
have to invite yourself or invite them. You have to host, right? So if you want to have people over or be like, hey, let's grab a drink Thursday night.
My mom's making biscuits.
But you have to make the plan and invite them, because 99% of the time they will not even remember to invite you because you were just somebody that they ran into in the elevator.
My friend Tony, who's one of our best friends, we hang out with. Our whole friend group is built, around us and Tony and his friends and our friends. The first couple months of me knowing Tony, it was literally every weekend night he would text me, "You guys doing anything tonight? What's up? Should we hit this place tonight?" And then so we would, if we had our own thing planned, and Tony would text me, "Hey, what are you guys up to tonight?" I would be like, "Oh, we're doing this. Come." And then he befriended our friends, and now we're all friends.
Don't feel like, obviously, don't text them every day, but if you shoot them a text on a Thursday night, don't feel like you're bothering them to hang out that weekend.
If they get bothered by you,
then
being
you don't want to be
yourself,
friends.
they're not friends,
right?
Another tip, because this has to do with you living in a small town. It's much harder to meet people in small towns than like Brickell, let's say. Join a gym. If you're not a part of a gym,
you were just on your phone, Dad.
I was.
Hold on. Yes, you were.
Let me say
every
this.
time we talk, you're on your phone.
Let me say this. Join a gym.
The whole episode.
Join a gym.
I only spoke twice.
Guys, hold on. Hey, join a gym and you can meet nice people your age in the gym, because chances are you're not going to go to a bar and just like walk up to a random girl and be like, "Hey, do you want to be friends with me?" In a gym, you can talk to people. It's very normal. And that's why I said guy or girl. Maybe it's harder for a girl, but that's a great place to meet kids around your age, and you're benefiting from working out.
Yeah.
So
easy.
Anything else? You didn't give any input, really.
No, because you guys know this better than I do. I've been at this arena for many, many years.
Yeah.
But I think it was great advice.
I have no friends.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
All right. Bye, everybody. You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. the fucking things I see out there. People are stupid.